Alright, this time it's for real.
One time, one world, two times, one love, three times, rewind. Cause I'ma dedicate this song to everyone I got. Shoot it. Yo, come as you are, come just like you be. It's the bumps and curves of our history, but no blocks in the road that we can't traverse, and no wounds from the past that can't be nursed. All hate gonna dissipate from our faith. No check together, we got a checkmate. All hate gonna dissipate and fade away to make room for a brand new day. We got one world and it's time to fly. One love till we say goodbye. We got one world, it's enough to say to it. Hold on, we're gonna be the other. We got one world. I'll look out for you, you look out for me. One world. Together we can be perfect harmony. One world. I'll look out for you, you look out for me. One world. And I'ma dedicate this song to everyone I got. Hey, one world ought to be more than enough. And if it's not as God-looking and pure disgust, wondering what the dealing with the silly I see when I made each of these in the image of me. Every day is a chance for a new stance. Like every song is the beginning of a new dance. And every one of us is made to reflect the light and glorify the Most High so bright. We got one world till it's time to fly. So it's one love till we say goodbye. One world, it's enough to share till the King calls us home when we're caught up in the air. We got one world. I'll look out for you, you look out for me. One world. Together we can be perfect harmony. One world. I'll look out for you, you look out for me. One world. And I'ma dedicate this song to everyone that got you. Like a star. Like a star, baby. And I'ma dedicate this song. Dedicate this song. I'll look out for you, you look out for me. Together we can be perfect harmony. I'll look out for you, you look out for me. And I'ma dedicate this song. Dedicate this song.
So I'm Kirby Leisman, and this is the pro trick attempt of the month. I'm going to be going for a Crow Mob 540, which is a toe side front flip with a front side 540, all in one. So you think to yourself, like, how do you go about learning a trick like this? Well, it takes a good foundation of all those elements of the trick: the toe side jump, the front flip with a 180, which is called a scarecrow, a front flip with a 360, which is called a Crow Mob, and then the Crow Mob 540 is all those, the front flip with the 540. Well, the best way I know to go about it is do it on the trampoline first, then take it to the water. And that's how you learn a Crow 5.
Another Christ jam, we get it hype, man. I'm just a hype man.
Jesus the headliner, I'm just this hype man. So get it right, fam. It's not about your boy, but it's not about me. Holla at your boy, fam. My past was gritty and filthy like a trash can, but through its blood, I'm cleaner than a snowman. This not a show, man, but this was show, man. At his wedding, he saved me for a slow dance, so I'm gonna slow dance down the narrow with him the whole way, fam. Like I'm hearing slow jams. I soul program. What is this program? I with the old Dan in with the new man. Follow the trails, he left us like two cans. Sam 1 and 2. This one is for you, fam.
There. So normally, new trick attempts don't go that easy. And I'll be honest, I've done the trick a few times, but to go out there and get it after doing all the base tricks up to it and then just going right in and nailing like the cleanest one I've ever done, so much fun. Crow 5 with a hole in my foot, dog. Yeah.
But man, I had a lot of fun out there wakeboarding. Hope I don't get infected.
My foot talks. That's great. This next video was done by a ministry called This Is My Story, which is an extreme sports ministry that documents professional athletes and their walk with Jesus Christ. All in all, this is my story. Check it out. And this is my story.
You might see me in the streets, but you don't know me. Might look like a people don't sell sincere.
I think competing for me has just been something that's always pushed me. I'll go to a contest and I'll see, you know, what the guys in my heat are doing and the guys who are beating me, and I'll go home with a, you know, an extra boost of a drive to go and learn these tricks and to get to the level that I need to be competitive. And just that burning passion for the sport and just seeing where I want to be and where I want to get in the, as far as the rankings go and stuff, has just really driven me to be the best I can on a wakeboard.
Running up in these streets, gotta keep riding this way that way. Keep riding, keep riding, keep riding, keep riding. Gotta keep running up in these streets.
You know, it was actually you know, probably quite a bit different than most of the pro athletes, how I kind of came into the sport. You know, I didn't live on a lake or anything. We lived probably about 2 hours from the lake that I would wakeboard or ski at, and we would just go there on vacations or, you know, long weekends. We had a 27-foot Baja, so it was a serious boat, you know. And my dad, you know, being like the craftsman he created this pylon and then took like strap ties and tied it down on the back and the front, these big orange strap ties, so people knew who we were with this power boat and rig tower. And I learned a couple flips on that. You know, it was like, okay, this is getting even more fun. And so then we realized that, you know, I wanted to do it competitively, so I tried a couple contests and enjoyed it. But, I mean, it was probably just the help of the shop I was riding for or through at that time. You know, they took interest in me, and they had clinics pretty much throughout the summer, and Sean Murray came through town with his backyard tour at that time, and it was neat for me to be involved in those things and just kind of see what the life of a professional wakeboarder looks like. I would watch videos and cruise through the magazine and see all the tricks guys are doing, and it's like, you know, looking at it as, you know, this could be something I could do if I put my mind to it and was really dedicated, and, you know, found myself just chasing that dream. I everything I did, I just wanted the attention of other people. Especially the car I drove, you know, I built this custom mini truck, and everything about it is just, boom, I just want to catch your attention, you know. Look at me now kind of style, and it's bright orange with green flames, and I mean, it's everything about me, because I just want to be bright and colorful and, you know, and positive and stuff. But I think I was, you know, thinking about that, I was actually building it to capture the attention and the acceptance of people, you know, saying, look what I've done, look how much work I put into this. I really was driven by things that weren't spiritual, weren't good, you know. And a lot of my issues that I had were just sexual immorality. It was a huge thing for me. And I guess, is that what it's called? Is that the right label for it? But that was something that consumed my life. I think the thing that was the most painful about it was that I knew it was wrong all along. You know, I always knew what Christ wanted for me. You know, I knew He didn't want me involved in those things, yet I still thought that I had to have it to be myself or be what I thought I needed to be. I didn't think I was going to be accepted in the relationships that I was in unless I, you know, was having sex, or unless those were the things that made the relationships click.
Wanna run from all my problems, but it won't solve anything because my idols work full time.
I found it hard to pursue God as I was doing these things. I was living that way, and you know, people would call me out on it. They're like, you know, how can you claim to be this Christian and say that you're following Christ and want to go to church when you're, the night before, you're out, you know, living, trying to hook up with girls. It was just dumb that I let that part of my life rule everything else, you know. After being in high school, I made a decision to really pursue this professional wakeboarding career, and I decided to move to Orlando, and I got tied in with the Radical Riders crew with Rob and Michelle, and they took me in and gave me a place to stay, and it was the first time I moved away from home, so I'm sure if they see this, they'll say, I remember that boy, and he sure did leave the toilet seat up a lot. So it was tough, you know, away from home, and I have all these habits and things that I've done my whole life, so I was like, really brought me out of my comfort zone, and they brought me out of my comfort zone in faith as well, because they really pushed me to dig deeper in my faith and what I knew what it was at that time. Because at that time, my faith was really just something that I knew I was a Christian, I knew I should behave this way, but sometimes I don't, and I accepted that. But although when I lived with them, they taught me how to be in the Bible and study God's Word, and how to have a small group. We worked through a little booklet. It was just called the Radical Challenge, and that was something that just really expanded my faith and just where I was at with God at that time. Like at that turning point, I had to stop the way I was living in the relationship I was in and say, I'm not gonna have sex anymore. We're gonna wait till we're married. I had to pitch out the pornography that I had in my life, and then I never realized how much that stuff controlled my mind until I was at like a contest and realized, like, wow, I don't have to look at the other girls. And not that it's not a struggle, you know, there's other girls around, but, you know, just realizing that that's not what I have to do anymore, you know. I mean, now I just view women totally different.
To wake up, can't you feel the sun shining on us? So many gifts in you, and it comes from love, comes from love. It's knocking, can't you hear? Open up now, don't be scared. To win you have to fail, throw one in the air, one in the air. There's so much inside you, you don't even realize you need to let it shine. Walk out in his footsteps, only breathe life, only look to the sky.
Where I've came from this year, I mean, I would almost call it my, you know, spiritual rebirth. You know, God's just helped me cut those things out of my life, and I feel like I'm walking a whole new path now. and it's allowed me to see everything I do in my life different and more clear. My life this year, living on the Pro Tour, it was unique. I mean, I was focused. I was driven by, you know, living as straight a path as I could, but accomplishing as much as I could in a small window. By doing both my wakeboarding school and competing professionally, it's opened up so many doors to reach out to, whether it's kids or people I'm doing lessons to, or just people who I happen to be around on tour, whether it's friends or fellow competitors, or just someone who comes up at a contest and says something different about you. Then they find out you compete, and then they look into who you are and they realize this person must be a Christian. That's just been something I've seen a whole lot more of this summer because I've made these changes in my life, and it's made it the best summer of my life by far.
I'm just not enough. Get on up. I am on the limb. On the limb. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Iguana Watersports, the boat rental gurus, is proud to be your #1 boat rental company at Lake of the Ozarks. You deserve more from a boat rental company, and Iguana Watersports is out to show it. Choose from the largest selection and newest fleet of boats anywhere on the lake. From speedboats to fishing boats and pontoons to luxury cruisers, the possibilities for your lake fun is endless with Iguana Watersports. Make sure you get the most from your time on the water with water ski rentals, wakeboards, and towables from Iguana. And if your family's looking for the ultimate in thrills, Iguana offers skiing and wakeboard lessons exclusively through Kirby's School of Wake. With 5 convenient locations from which to choose, your next lake adventure is just minutes away. Plus, Iguana offers pickup and delivery. Do you want to tour the lake in style? You can charter any boat in Iguana's fleet with a licensed captain provided exclusively through Who's Your Captain. Our Guru staff's #1 goal is that you'll love renting from Iguana just as much as you love being on the lake.
So we got Cameron Black here. He's a good buddy of mine from State Fair Community College. We've been hanging out at school and getting to know each other and just being good old buddies. And yeah, Cameron, would you say you're blind? I mean, what can you see, what can you feel?
I would say I'm blind. That's
Okay.
It's pretty accurate.
Okay.
I was blind at birth, and as far as what I can see, like looking around now, I can see that the sun's out.
Yeah.
And when the sun is in certain positions or light in certain positions, I can see certain shadows. But since today is pretty overcast, there's really not too many shadows. So all I can see now mostly is just light.
Get these, you got laces here. Got lower laces. Yeah, upper laces. You just pull them tight, and then like a little sliding cinch on them there. Get in the water. I'm gonna have you sit in the water. I'm gonna have you put the edge of the board, and right through the middle of this board, up against the back of this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull you up onto here, onto this deck, and that's gonna simulate exactly what it's gonna feel like for the boat to pull you up. Except not, I'm not a boat. I'm a person. Okay, good. Okay, here's your rope.
All right, gotcha.
Okay, all right, you feel that? Feel the teak deck?
Yeah.
Like I said, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pull you up onto this deck. And what happens is, if you start to push and resist, I won't be able to pull you up. I'll just stop. But if you do all the motions right, it'll be just like getting up on the wakeboard. You'll getting up behind the boat. You'll get up perfectly, okay?
Okay, buddy.
So no pressure. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh. There you go. Good.
All right.
All right, let's have you slide back in. We'll do it one more time. Whoa! Yeah! You got dumped in, dog.
It's all right.
You've just been initiated. Welcome to the team. Okay, now this time just resist the temptation to resist. Whenever I go to pull you up, just let everything stay nice and loose and don't push against the board, okay?
Okay, man.
1, 2, 3. Good. Dude, steps 1, 2, 3, just like that.
Awesome.
High five, dude. Sweet. All right, man, let's do it for real this time.
Okay, buddy.
Okay. All right, buddy. Now when I start to go, don't start to try to stand up too soon, okay? Just let the boat do all the work. Okay, here we go. Yeah! Yeah, Cameron! That was so awesome. Not to compare it to the average standard, but that was really good.
Real nice definition of success, I think,
Well, I've seen what happens after a first attempt like that. Well, I'll be honest with you, it's good. Now, do you feel how the board started to rise up out of the water? Okay. Well, what happened was it started putting pressure to stand up with the air too soon. And what happened was it sunk the board, right? We just need to stay in that popcorn position a little bit longer so that board can come up out of the water more. Okay, buddy, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Yeah! Okay, here we go. That's all right. No, you feel how you're like getting pulled forward?
Yeah.
I think you have a tendency to push the board underneath you, trying to stand up too soon. So let's just keep the board out in front of you just a little bit longer, okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Kind of, man. It's like, I don't even feel like I'm trying to stand up, to be honest with you.
It's just kind of pulling you forward?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't normally say this, but let's just, let's try to bend your knees just a little bit less.
Okay.
Okay? See what that does. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah! Yeah, buddy! Yeah, Cameron! Remember, that was position 1, position 2. Remember what position 3 was like, right?
Yeah.
A rope right by the hip, standing up nice and tall. Now let's think about putting like 60% of our weight in our back foot and 40 on our front. All right? You got this now. You kept the board out in front of you really nice. You got good pressure on the board. Popped right up, bud. Nothing but a little skate sesh on water. Okay, you ready? Here we go. You wanna go for another one or you cold? I could probably do one more. Alright, let's do one more. Remember I was telling you about going heel side and toe side? Yeah. That heel side's supernatural, right? Yeah. Well, think about taking your back leg and pushing it behind you. Alright. And pushing it back. That'll help you keep that board straight behind the boat instead of open going towards the right side. Sound good? Yeah, I'll try it. Alright. Just take your time. Once you get up, just try to make as little motions as possible. Just kind of get a feel for what the board's going to react like on the water. And then it's just like skateboarding. You'll get a feel for it. All right, Cameron, you ready, buddy? All right. Here we go. Good job. You want to go one more? Take a break. Oh, okay, we can take a break. That last one kind of hurt. Really? I'm good. It just kind of hurt. Okay. Good job, man. Yeah, great.
Did a great job.
That's awesome. Dude, you're an ass. Tough, man. It takes a lot to get used to it. Yeah. A couple more times, you'll have it. Like, you used all your energy learning how to get up. Next set, you'll be able to you'll just know how to do it. You'll feel a balance point and learn how to edge back and forth, and that's when it starts to get pretty fun. So tell us what, since you couldn't see everything around you while wakeboarding, just tell me what you felt and what it was like.
I thinking about it, I honestly think maybe it was, I was actually a little less nervous than I would have been if I could see, because I couldn't see like the surrounding lands and then the boat and everything. I was really able to concentrate on how my body was moving.
Absolutely.
And how the water was moving my body, and I was just trying to move with that as fluidly as possible, and without having to see anything or look around or look at my feet or my legs or the boat.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was very much in tune with the movements of the water, and the water and my body were naturally doing on their own.
That's cool. And how would you compare that to your experience skateboarding? Because you're a pretty experienced skateboarder, and I've seen you ride, and it's impressive. So what is the comparison in that, would you say?
Well, thanks, man. There are some comparisons with wakeboarding and skateboarding. Skating, there's a lot of flat land in skating, but what I do mostly in skating that I actually find easier is vertical skating.
Right.
Like up and down a ramp or a half pipe or a bowl or pick your poison. And when you're doing vertical skateboarding up a ramp or a wall, you're not really in a whole lot in control. You're more letting the wall move you, and the ramp move you, and you just kind of got to follow with it. And if you resist it, you're gonna go for a fall. So you just kind of got to ride your body with the board and don't resist. Just go for the ride. Even if you feel like you're gonna fall, don't resist. Just go for the fall. And it's a lot less painful actually if you just kind of go with it and don't.
Sure. I guess you would kind of say it was almost like that for you to learn how to get up, because if you resisted getting up, it makes extra pressure and harder for you to stand up.
It was tougher. You know, if you just don't, you just got to kind of follow the way the water's going. The water's pushing you.
Yeah, there's just so much that we take for granted every day, being able to see and notice everything, but it's incredible to me how your senses pick up on so much detail, and I think you're really blessed on the way you do see the world and how that works.
I agree. I'm extremely blessed. God is good, and my blindness is definitely one of the greatest gifts He's ever given me.
Very bold statement. Well, Cameron Black is going to be speaking at the Eternal Riders Wakeboarding Camp on June 10th, 11th, and 12th. So if you get signed up for that camp, you'll hear him speak about his faith and, yeah, share some more about his experience wakeboarding. Because
I'm excited. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
I'm sure from the time of now till then, he's going to be riding a bunch, and who knows, maybe even doing a flip. Feel it.
Maybe.
Well, this is Cameron Black. Glad to have him out here. And that concludes the Kirby School Awake Rider of the Month.